speaking about war. I did not spend the time to elaborate all these wars because we all know about them and their awful consequences. After studying law, I became a politician and found myself first Chief Minister, first Prime Minister and founding President of the Republic of Seychelles. Those were the days of the Cold War, and I did not go into the story, but it so happened that I was deposed by Master's Coup as President in 1977, when I was attending the Jubilee of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II in the City of London. I did 15 years in exile, but throughout that time I remained very active in several areas concerning the quest for peace. I became chairperson of the Universal Peace Federation and a member of the World Entrepreneurs Forum, which is an attempt to give the impression that the entrepreneur is not only a creator of wealth, but also a promoter of social justice. I became a member of the Board of Advisors of World Future Council, headquartered in Hamburg, Germany, mostly to do with green issues, warming climate, etc. Member of the Board of Advisors of the Institute of Cultural Diplomacy in Berlin. There we are advocating soft power as opposed to hard power. I am also a member of the ECPD, European Council for Peace Development, trying to dry up the water of hate which is streaming today in Kosovo and Serbia. Yes, I've been very active. As our good friend Dr. Gandhi said, I've attended many Chief Justices Conference which he has hosted in his beautiful city of Lucknow in northern India. Now tonight I want to share a finding, a discovery which I've made over recent times. You know what it is? There are far too many politicians in the world today. What the world needs today is statesmen, not politicians. The politicians is only thinking about power, about the next election, playing to the game of rising expectations. The statesman is interested in sustainable development, in changes in the next generation. And I believe that this experience I've gone through, I'm duty bound, having traveled that road to convey to all of us on the road to achieve a better world order for human peace. Mahatma Gandhi said, there is enough in this world for everybody's need, but not for everybody's greed. I would like to ask myself, is there enough in this world for everybody's rising expectations? Conjecture this photo, this picture of this African in his countryside, living with his boats, having a happy life, above all having peace of mind. Until suddenly one day, our mass media penetrates a documentary by CNN about the rich and famous. And there suddenly he sees that New York City, that big building, 67 stories high. And he starts to believe that if you are living on the 60th floor, you are living next to heaven. He forgets or doesn't know that you've got to take a risk to get there. He doesn't know that the people who live there doesn't have much ground for the children to play on. He doesn't know that at night you hear wah, 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 ambulance, police. What I'm trying to say is that we must look at true value. And peace of mind is one of the most important values we must work for. And in the context of the world today with all these economic problems, I would even venture to say that no man should be allowed to sit for parliament unless he can prove that he can balance his own budget. If you cannot balance your own budget, how do you expect you to balance the national budget in a situation as we know it today? And these 10 points have been verified by the recent development in Italy, where this new leader has decided for the time being to put aside the politicians and to get a bureaucrat who are specifically fair-minded. This is the point of reflection I wanted to leave over to you. And I consider that all those people who have the initiative to form organizations like the GUSI Peace Prize Foundation are statesmen, people who like to see sustainable development so that we can all look forward to a better future. We cannot legislate for peace. Peace can only come about when there is a change of heart. A change of heart that we are all finally one family under God. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Former President Manchan, the founder of Seychelles, one of the most beautiful places in the world, according to the Travel magazine.
Our next speaker, awardee, Professor Viktor Medikov of Russia, who contributed to a new understanding of the world's economic processes, macroeconomics, who authored the Strategic Economic Development Program in Russia.
He published 25 monographs, more than 200 scientific works, and 500 publicistic articles. The results of his work are widely presented in different publications, presentations, and lectures. It is well known in society in Russia and abroad. Let's give him a big hand, Professor Viktor Medikov.
Добрый день, дорогие друзья. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Я присоединяюсь ко всем выступающим, которые были до меня, поскольку времени немного у нас, то я, конечно, выражаю благодарность и господину мистеру GUSI, и миссис GUSI, и тем организаторам, которые участвовали вот в столь большом торжестве у нас.
Okay, I would like to join all the head above and of course greet the GUSI Foundation for that great event and
И я благодарю все Филиппины и весь народ филиппинский за столь радостный прием, который я впервые испытал здесь, в этой прекрасной стране.
I would like to greet as well the whole Philippines for this one welcoming reception. This is Dr. Chris visit to the Philippines, and he's very amazed about the hospitality.
Всю свою сознательную жизнь я занимался изучением, как же устроен мир и как сделать так, чтобы этот мир был лучше.
The whole his life he was studying how to create a better world for all of us.
Я писал диссертации, писал научные труды и так далее.
He made a lot of work with the research on the methods above.
Чтобы внедрить свои знания, исследования, я пошел руководство, стал депутатом Верховного Совета СССР, парламента СССР, огромной страны в мире.
To make it deeper, he went to the government and tried to look for solutions as well.
Потом дважды депутатом Государственной Думы парламента России.
He has been twice within the government.
И потом я понял, что все, кто находится у власти, ничем совершенно не управляют.
And then he realized after a while that all those people above there have no power at all.
У них нет этой власти. Ими управляют те, кто с ними стоят.
The power has the people who are in the shadow.
Тогда я стал искать, кто же все-таки управляет. И, поскольку времени нет, то я скажу короче, что у нас есть в России, у меня лично есть такие знания, которых практически нет в мире.
To make the story short, I just want to mention that us in Russia, we are possess the knowledge that has no one in the world.
У нас есть хранители этих знаний, которые десятки тысяч лет из рода в род хранили знания, а теперь они представляют эти знания людям.
We have people who are preserving those knowledges for over centuries, and now they would like to release it to the public.
И, конечно, на основе этих знаний, на основе открытых новых законов мироздания,
And based on those knowledges about the world, its foundation,
мы прекрасно представляем, что будет в ближайшее время и с Землей, со всей Солнечной системой, в общем-то, с миром, в ближайшее, например, 12 по 20 год, и далее.
we can estimate and figure out what will happen to the world for the very near future between 2012 to 2020.
Мы исходим из научных знаний, из законов мироздания.
Taking from analysis for the creation of the world,
Мы используем предсказания пророков,
the even as well beliefs of the Asian keepers of those knowledges,
и используем такие точные науки, как математика для расчета.
as well as the math, the mathematics.
И мы с удивлением хотим отметить, что мы все помним, что Земля крутится, и это дает нам день-ночь, циклы суточные.
Just want to mention that we all know that the Earth is round and it's spinning, giving us day and night.
Земля обращается вокруг Солнца, и это дает нам смену времен года. Зима, осень, лето, зима, лето.
As well as the Earth comes around the Sun, which is given 4 times seasons.
Мы все забыли, что есть другие циклы, галактические циклы, что Солнечная система вращается вокруг центра галактики.
Just want to mention that everyone has forgotten that the Sun itself comes around the galactica.
Что галактика вращается вокруг центра Вселенной нашей,
Galactica comes around the whole universe.
и что Вселенная вращается вокруг центра мироздания.
And that the whole universe turns around the whole existence of everything.
Если знать законы мироздания, то эти циклы можно с точностью, до суток рассчитывать.
If you know the rules of those cycles, you can easily calculate for the
Поэтому могу сказать, так и для правительства.
for every person and their government and
Мы еще раз подчеркиваем, что все руководства должны в корне изменить свое отношение к миру, свою политику в самое ближайшее время.
one more time to mention that all leaders have to change their own policy of governing the country to make it better, and to all the people in the earth,
Счастье, любви, здоровья,
happiness, love, health,
процветание,
prosperity,
родовых помещий, как говорил Владимир Мигре,
family faith, as mentioned.
чтобы вы приобрели все 4 стихии: земля, вода, огонь и воздух.
Then you can possess the whole basis of the universe, which is earth, water, wind, and fire. All of that.
Thank you very much, Professor.